We are going to be playing the Quiet Year, which is all about world building. We have 4 different decks of cards for the 4 seasons. You guys should be able to see this, which is on your turn. These are the different things that you can do. The first thing you're going to do is play a card. So you're going to pull from whatever season we are in, whether that is autumn, winter, spring, or summer. We will adjust the dice count, which I know I said we weren't playing with dice. We're actually not playing with dice. In this, what that means is when you start a project, like say a community is building a pyramid or something, you're going to set a number of weeks that project takes, and every turn we adjust. We go down a week for each project. So that's what that means by adjust the dice count. And then take an action is on all of your turns after you play your card and we adjust the dice, you can discover something new. You can hold a discussion between the communities, and then we all role play being different community members at some sort of important meeting. Or you can start a project, which is what I was talking about before with the building stuff. This is a map drawing game. Together, you play as a community rebuilding after the collapse of civilization. Your decisions will define the values and future of this community, and these decisions will get added to a map, which is constantly evolving. The map blends literal cartography with symbols, creating a rich visual record of land and people. Players collaborate to steer the fate of the community while also introducing problems and tensions along the way. And like I was saying earlier, what I really want you guys to focus on when you're pulling your cards is not necessarily embodying the characters you're going to be playing in the eventual cyberpunk mythology game, but the communities that they would live in and that would influence them, so that we have rich history for all of our characters. Everyone good with that? Do we have any questions before we dive into it?
No.
Not yet.
Okay. All right. So I guess to decide who's gonna go, well, I could go first. But we should decide some kind of turn order. So I lied. Everybody roll a d20 real quick.
Where's my dice? Okay.
Which you can roll and roll 20 if you want.
I'm gonna use a physical dice. No, I have it right in front of me.
I rolled and rolled 20 because I wanted to.
Write this down.
I got a 3.
Got an 11.
12.
Natty 1.
Nice.
18.
14 on my end.
Well.
Write this down in my Castleton journal. Okay.
We're not supposed to talk about Castle Rot.
It's the journal. I'm more plugging the merch. Okay. On got an 18. Ross got a 14. What did everybody else get?
I got an 11.
Okay.
12.
3.
1.
Yeah, don't start with merch. I got a bunch of cyberpunk glow-in-the-dark dice here.
Hey!
Let's go.
Those are very nice. Okay. I'm going to go first, and then after that is going to be on. So, before the first week of play, we establish a general landscape for our map. This begins with a brief discussion, taking 2 minutes at most, about the general terrain and habitat. This can be as simple as someone saying, "How about a community in a rocky desert?" and everyone else nodding in agreement. Once we agree, each of us introduces one detail about the local terrain and then sketches it onto the map. These sketches should be rough and simple, leaving lots of blank space for additions during gameplay. The community itself should be fairly large on the map, perhaps taking up 1/3 of the sheet. Usually the community has around 60 to 80 members to start. So, what kind of terrain do we want this to be? Where do we want our cyberpunk city eventually to be nestled in?
I think it should be along, have a coastline of some sort.
Okay. Do you want to draw on the coastline?
share.
Where do we draw? Wait a minute.
I know. I'm like.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a bad GM and I didn't move you to the map page.
Don't
Here
not
you
a bad
go.
GM.
I present to you blank paper.
Blank paper. Yeah.
Okay.
So many possibilities.
Hey,
Oh no.
Promise
Okay.
to not write terrible
mm,
things.
my hands are off the mouse.
The intrusive thoughts are gonna win.
Ew, promises.
I'm already
Every
choosing-
time I go to play this game, I'm always like, I really should get a tablet. And every time I forget. That is what I should play this on.
Oh, wait, I
Nice. That's a
I'm-
great looking coastline.
I'm cheating. Monitor.
Oh, nice.
So we want all
Oh.
this to be water.
Everything
see.
to the left. Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
Oh no, we're
Do
living
you guys
on a
like my
teeny
water?
tiny little
Is
coast.
On,
this-
on a teeny tiny coast.
It's beautiful
Yep.
water.
It's a teeny tiny
Oh, that's
Uh,
water.
And then
Okay. Does anybody else have something they would like to add to the train? We all get to add. Was it one or two things?
now I want to add a train just because we keep saying terrain.
Do it.
a giant
Yeah,
abandoned
too.
railroad track
Oh god,
The-
yes.
with a train that is like broken.
Closer to like busted, broken down bullet train, maybe?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Love it. Add it to the map.
Hmm.
Now who will be doing that? Because I don't know where to put it. So someone
I'm
else do it.
trying.
There's no wrong answer.
Okay. I feel like there's a wrong answer in my head for what I want to do.
It's fair.
That's just me overthinking every little detail.
Look, no matter what, it's gonna come out really cool because whatever we start with is not what you end up with.
Ah. Ugh.
I've played this game so many times and had wildly different outcomes.
Whoa.
That was not supposed to happen.
That's fun. That's the bullet train.
It goes in a circle around the town.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let me
That's the
change. I'm gonna change it to like. What's a train color?
Thanks, because I didn't know how to
Brown?
change the color.
That color.
Oh, I know how to change it now.
Okay.
Ooh, that's cool.
Let's like it. Okay.
You moved it? Whoa.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I never use Roll20, sorry.
I know
It's-
nothing about it.
I guess I should do that first. On the left side of Roll20, you guys should see there's like a little draw icon. It looks like a paintbrush.
Mm-hmm.
In there are all your drawing tools.
Mhm.
And then once you have one of those selected, you'll see something that has like a little color box, and that's
Uh-huh.
where you change all your colors.
Okay.
Everyone good with that? Okay.
Do we? Okay. This is
Yes.
thinking too hard, but I'm like freehand or pen / line. What would
Whatever
you like to do?
Follow
Okay.
your heart. if
Okay.
You want to.
I mean, it looks like the bullet
Oh.
train was made with lines, so.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not freehand? What?
I know,
Yeah.
hard to believe. Unless someone has incredible
Yeah.
stability.
Dexterity.
In which case, can I borrow your hands?
Yeah.
I would like there to
Alright.
be mountains
Put them in.
somewhere. I'm gonna draw them right now. Ready, get set. That's a very thin line. This
That's
is
fun.
wait, that's wrong.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is where the mountains live,
Okay, so you
On the
don't want
side
them
of
over the train then?
not over the train.
Got it. Okay, let me
That's where they live.
1 second.
I'm so
We're gonna move this for a sec.
Hey,
Sometimes the
with
selection
Roll20, you
tool
can move
doesn't-
mountains.
Look at that.
Tagline.
Clip it.
Ain't no mountain high enough.
Sponsor us. Okay. Do that. I'm gonna move this last one over. No, we don't want to be
Huh.
selected. Okay.
I like that the bullet train is like the same size as my mouth.
It's a big city. Goes around the whole thing. It doesn't go
I mean,
further.
The mountain
Oh,
range
yeah.
could be bigger than this.
Yeah.
Totally. It
Yeah.
should definitely extend past the map. But I think it's interesting that there's a train that essentially follows the mountain line or mountain range. So it's like, what's in the
Oh.
range that this train is trying to
Beautiful.
service. You know?
Interesting.
Why can't it go beyond them mountains?
Yeah, totally.
They're too tall. How do we feel about a delta?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Ooh.
Um,
We're talking about the
you-
river, right?
Yes.
I was just about to say, do you want to explain to everyone what a delta is? Because I definitely know, but if you...
I also
wanted
definitely
to
know.
be a little bit
I
more
also
am-
definitely know.
for everyone
But
else.
yeah, and including chat.
Yeah.
Chat doesn't know.
Yeah.
I am poor Midwestern soul.
Delta is when the like river meets a body of water, but it like breaks up into like a
Oh, okay. When
like
it looks
the
like
Nile
a tree.
River
When it
Delta
looks like
is like
somebody
a
drew
really,
a tree root
Yeah.
system.
the only one
Yeah.
that I can think of.
It doesn't the Mississippi have a delta?
Oh
down
yeah,
in,
that
down
too.
in Nova?
Mhm. Yeah.
Cool.
So I'm thinking
Yeah,
I need
put
to
it on-
get
put it on the
it
map.
close for this.
Yeah. Usually looks like the tree roots.
Yeah.
going
Mhm,
into a river or an
Is
ocean.
it like where it goes out? Like it if it starts as one, then it sort of expands out the way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
See, I knew exactly what that was.
But it's not like the trebuchets or whatever that like lead into a river. It's like at the end where
tributaries. Yeah. it's at the-
tributaries. That's
Yeah.
trebuchets are the things that
Or the thing that shoots things. Yeah.
Ooh.
This is
should
such
like
a
the
good
river
vocab
come
lesson
through
for
the
everybody at
mountain?
home.
for everyone that isn't us, because we all definitely know all the words.
Definitely.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
everyone
if-
else who's getting them wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should it go through? Usually it would come down from the mountains, but there's a big
Right.
train in the middle.
Well, I mean, the
It's
train
a
could.
van.
I mean, the train could-
It could go over. The train
It could go over.
the water.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
you're
could be
right, you're right.
bridges.
Yeah.
We
okay.
have the
Go over
technology.
and under, cause cyberpunk.
Yeah,
I
maybe-
don't know.
exactly.
It's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe the train's floating in the air. Yeah.
Oh.
Whoa. You are so careful with the little lines, and then just out of nowhere, it's just like bam.
That's how it be. That's how nature is.
Okay.
True.
It's
Craig, can I
probably
add-
just runoff from the mountains, really.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
amazing.
Can I add to it? Do you mind?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. I'm gonna add to the delta
Yeah,
to make it a
totally.
little bit more complex.
I also love how like straight that river is. It is a straight ass river.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
it definitely shouldn't be as straight as that. I don't know how that happened.
May I add
maybe-
something while other people are adding things, or is it one of those things where it's like it'll mess up stuff?
No, you should be fine.
May I add a loch
What?
Yeah.
vocabulary? In
Absolutely.
Scotland,
Like
Lakes
the
are
Loch Ness
loch.
Monster.
Oh, a lot.
so the Loch Ness monster is
Yeah.
a mythical creature that lives in a loch or a lake. So that's why people say Loch Ness monster.
I did
So
not know that at all.
Yeah,
I did not
now you
realize that was
know.
just
Oh,
the word
yeah.
for
it's
lake.
it's the vote, and you don't say lock, L-O-C-K, it's L-O-C-H. So it's like a softer.
So like
Yeah.
you're saying law, and you have like a
Like it's like
loogie
back
to make it
here.
out. Yeah.
Not a loogie. Not a loogie.
Clear your throat.
No, you don't go loch. You go
L'chaim.
Yeah.
anyway, I'm drawing a loch,
Anyway.
and the loch is here.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
Is
Cool.
wait.
I like
do
that. That's so separate from the other bodies
Yes.
of water that we could like.
That makes
That's
sense. though.
interesting. That's
Yeah.
a fun thing to play with. Okay.
Yeah.
Who knows why
I do
that's
have
there.
I do have a question though. Is this a natural loch, or is it a man-made loch?
I think
The
that
fact that you
mythological
have to flip your
creatures-
hair when you say it every time.
I think mythological creatures made this loch.
Okay.
like
like it.
amazing. All right. Has
contributed
anybody
mountains
not
and a lot.
added anything yet? Or are we all good? All right.
Wait.
Yeah.
Ross and Hex, have you added anything?
Did you guys add a...
I've added 2 descriptions of stuff, but
Oh, what did you add?
the bullet train.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
that entire route.
I also added, like, I made the delta a bit more complex,
Oh,
but
yeah,
maybe I can
right,
add
that's
a
right.
thing.
Yeah, if you want to make like your own thing.
I like that the deltas, just at the very like top of the original ones are like, yes, let's make them nice and
Yeah,
small.
right.
And then there's like huge ones on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
I think it looks
I love
great.
that for us.
It looks so good.
Yeah.
It would actually be cool if, like, can we name stuff yet? No, we're just adding.
Yeah, you can absolutely name something if you want.
I just kind of randomly drew it, but there are kind of 5 major rivers that come out of the main one that make up the
Okay.
delta, but then the main river is really straight.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if this river could be called the 5 rulers, and then each of the different sections.
I
would
love
have, like,
that. Absolutely.
I will no
Yeah.
longer be making any suggestions. Ross, this whole thing is yours now.
Yeah, continue.
Ross can name everything.
Because it's like a
Yes.
ruler. It's like ruler straight, but then there's 5.
Mm.
Yeah.
Pay the man.
Yeah. With listens on my podcast.
Do it or else.
What else can we add? I think this is pretty complex already.
Yeah, no, that's I like that your addition is a name.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Okay, I'm gonna find a cool font for it. Hold on. Yeah, that works. Okay.
I don't know why, but I think it might be the yellow of the background that's making me think that this is like the Wild West.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just trying to be like old paper, but I do get what you're saying.
Yeah.
We also did put a bullet train.
Okay,
So-
but we can separate and put bullet train with cyberpunk because it's very
Totally.
futuristic.
Well, keep in mind this is our history. So the cyberpunk city
Right.
is going
Oh,
to
so
grow
this
up
is the
Just, like,
around
build on top
this.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the history that's going to inform the crazy
This train will
cyberpunk
become a
city.
bullet train.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess right now we could be a steam train.
I also wonder if, like, often mythologies reveal, like, what's important to a society. Like, they talk about the creation of the earth or the separation between a heaven and the land and things like that. It would be neat if the society is kind of matriarchal. So if the 5 rulers streamed from, like, the Queen Mountains, then that sets up a really clear structure, like hierarchical structure of what's important to people.
We could set that as like a starting point for what
Yeah.
we're gonna be doing. I'm
Yeah.
okay with that.
I was going to suggest that the old whatever settlement that we're starting with be more of a hydroelectric powered, that sort of thing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it definitely makes sense with all the water
Totally.
we got, for
Totally.
sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
But okay,
I
we are
also
starting to
knew
get
what
into what the
hydroelectric meant.
cards are going to be asking, so
Yeah.
I think it's probably we should dive into that.
Yeah.
Well,
Um,
maybe we can add a little thing. Hex, do you think there would be a waterfall then that it's kind of building off of
Oh, that's a good
if
idea.
it's
Yeah.
hydroelectric?
Lonely mother gazing out of the
Do you want to go ahead and
window.
draw that on the map?
God.
So maybe
Yeah.
that
Don't-
waterfall's
don't.
here?
Don't you start chasing those.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do it.
Totally.
Yeah.
That feels
Oh,
good.
that's stunning.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Amazing.
Come on. Oh. It was like, okay, we'll do this then.
But
not gonna
all the
let you do
pain isn't helping at all.
Why was that
Yeah,
voice
see?
also what I was thinking?
Yeah.
So what do you? We're gonna put hydroelectric.
That makes sense.
So what I'm hearing is karaoke is canon in this world.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Greatest
It's
form
gonna
of
be-
worship.
Right next to the bars, right next to the ramen shops that I have
Gotta
already
have a
thought of in my
ramen
head.
shop.
Mm-hmm.
First scene is us getting ramen and karaoke.
But yes.
And the person who
With
runs
Nia.
the ramen shop, their name is Cade because of people who play Destiny.
Yeah,
You know,
Destiny.
Cade loves his ramen.
The logo's a chicken.
What is everyone's
Colonel?
karaoke song?
What?
The real life karaoke song?
Well, in character. I don't know if we're there, but
Okay, I was like, I
don't
don't know.
know.
Yeah,
It's like I don't sing.
I was about to say I know Jacob's like karaoke song, but I don't know characters. So
Mine's Anything by Tenacious D. Pretty much.
Yes.
great options.
I would
I don't
pick
know.
something popular, so if I messed up, no one would notice
it would
because
be
they're also
popular.
singing.
Popular,
Mm.
gonna be popular. Sorry, I can only do that when I say lock.
Loch.
All right.
It's
Rich
soft,
Cat.
Jacob. It's soft.
Oh, it's not German.
The first
Oh
card.
man.
Cool.
I forgot my
Looking pretty good
character's
so far.
name.
I was looking at my playlist to see what my character's karaoke song would be, but I feel like a little bit Alexis would probably.
Oh
Little bit of
my!
So since there's, I'm just gonna throw in one last thing. This isn't even
Yes.
to like draw out. I think this is more just like the background. I feel like, and this just makes sense because deltas and whatnot, that wheat and grain stuff are what would grow along the river, and then
Okay.
everything out there beyond it would kind of be like a little arid.
Oh, actually, there is
Rice might
a
even.
part. Sorry,
Right.
I've completely
Yeah.
forgot the starting resources part. Thank you for reminding me. We
You're
will do that as the
welcome. I
first
got you.
resource.
Yeah.
I had no
That is
idea.
gonna happen before the card.
You.
So, next we each name an important resource for the community, something we might have either in abundance or scarcity.
Ramen.
Is in abundance? There's an abundance of ramen.
There should be a scarcity of ramen.
Yes.
Like
Wow.
it is.
This
it
is
tragic.
starting resources. This
Oh,
is
damn it.
starting
Okay.
resources.
Right.
Okay,
So
okay.
Yeah.
I think a starting resource should be like rice, grain, something of the sort.
Yes.
So
Okay. Where do I want to put? We're gonna put
Name my
those
character?
in a little handout that I'm gonna make.
Well,
One
I mean,
second.
so I mean, like expanding on that, just kind of like, just like maybe farming and I don't know, what is it when you have like a fruit tree farm or a fruit farm? What is
Yeah,
that
orchard?
called?
Orchard?
Yeah, like orchards and even like, cause there's a delta, there might be
apple
bogs
orchard?
for cranberries and stuff too.
Totally.
Okay, so we're
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
orchards are in abundance.
cool.
I deleted
We were
myself
saying
so
wheat
fast
was in
to say
abundance
that.
too.
Was it rice or wheat?
I'm gonna say rice because rice
Rice.
typically is what grows in the wetlands and rivers and deltas. So
Yeah.
wheat feels like it's more like plains, and I mean maybe there are plains beyond, but
I mean, it could be like at the north of the map.
What else do we want to
Wheat
add?
rows.
Planeswalkers.
I want to put a scarcity on like metal, like iron
Okay.
and steel, because it was all invested in this giant train and
Yep.
hydroelectric plant.
How do I
Yes.
undo? How do you
There's an
undo?
eraser somewhere.
I drew that line on accident.
Which one?
The blue one that's in the middle of the screen.
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Cool.
Forgot. DM's usually the only one that can do that aside from the player.
I got you. All right.
Careful
That
writing
was
things.
a scarcity. Was metals. Okay. What else do we want to add?
Do we want to specify metals like iron or copper?
Yeah, maybe
Sure.
maybe iron, just so that like yeah, because that's most likely used in the train and the hydroelectric plant.
I also
Okay.
want to point out that if you guys want, we can also make up new metals
New metals.
and resources and things like that. So keep
Cyber
that in
iron.
mind.
Cyber
This
iron.
is a whole blank world.
Cyber
Sire.
behind everything.
Iron.
Sire.
That's actually
As long as it's not unobtainium.
no, we're not doing it. I expect better from y'all.
Absolutely.
Do you know?
Please. Not while I'm drinking.
I feel like kind of like, and this may not even be a scarcity or an abundance, but I do love the idea that precious metals are in abundance. Like
Okay.
to the point that basically like you don't use gold or silver or anything for money. It's just like people are
yeah.
like, oh yeah, they're there, and so like people are using it just to be like, oh yeah, I covered my wall in gold because
Right.
no one wants. It's like wallpaper. No one wants it.
I
Yeah.
Like
love
that.
that. That's
That's
very
cool.
fun.
It's like the pragmatic metals are hard to find, but like
Right.
the luxurious stuff is everywhere.
Yep.
Okay.
Just down the line, it
Maybe-
becomes the opposites, whereas the precious metals is the iron.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. That could be what the money's made out of, for example.
Cool.
We're like less reliant on like beasts of burden because we can use the water for power and transportation, and also we like made that train.
So
And
let's say-
also because of the delta, we might not have, I don't know, like horses or something to help out.
Mm-hmm.
So we want water and hydroelectricity is in abundance.
Yeah.
I also apologize
So
for
much.
my
Don't
super
you
loud
dare.
keyboard.
I love
Oh,
it.
it's awesome.
nice.
I
Nice
was
and creamy.
just saying
I
how
know.
much I love it.
Like
You're
that we're all just gonna be quiet for
You
like
look
anytime that we
happy.
see Jenel starting to type, we're just gonna be like,
Yeah.
So nice.
we're just gonna listen.
I also have a clackety keyboard. We can team up.
Mine's not soft creamy though. Mine is more like clicky clack.
Yeah, mine too.
I think we need to add another scarcity. So does anybody have an idea for another scarcity? We got 2 more things we can add.
I'm trying to think of something like absurd.
Air.
Air is a scarcity? Holy shit.
My first thought was hairstylist, so I guess we're on the same brainwave somehow.
Oh, why not? Yeah.
Blow dryers are a
like-
scarcity.
Yeah.
We could say
Fashion
like
sense.
breathable air.
Forests or
So-
something.
yeah.
Like there's trees, but there's not a
harmony.
forest.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
all the vegetation is shrubbery or like something. It's not necessarily like.
I'm just
So
laughing
it's
'cause I was like, what's vital
flat.
to living? And I was like, air.
I think breathable air is actually really good. I think
Yeah.
that should be the last one. That's pretty damn good because that
Yep.
is gonna affect a lot of
Mhm.
what we build going forward.
'Cause then,
Because
like,
crap.
The river is
Yeah.
really important. Every plant that makes like oxygen is going to be important. Maybe like they weren't
Yeah.
originally here. It was implanted and the environment was initially hostile, but they've made like terraformed it so that
The gods planted trees and bushes to add oxygen and other things to the air to make it
Yeah.
so
This
people
is
could
the-
live.
the golden city where you can breathe.
But
the
then
other
over
side
time
of-
we also messed it up as well.
100%. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
this is all on one side of the mountains.
Right.
Mhm.
So like on the others, can you?
And then like
this is the weirdest
it's
question.
it's our gods, but maybe it's just like a regular
Yeah.
dude that is now.
Mm.
Totally.
we will
Can you
dive into
import
that
oxygen?
with these cards. We're gonna start asking questions. Like
Oh.
Like in Sneed. What is that movie called?
Yeah,
that.
sure.
Sorry, On. What did you say?
Can you import oxygen?
I mean, we have oxygen tanks for stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Exactly.
Totally.
So
Import
like
oxygen.
importing it from whoever it is on the other side.
Yeah.
For
We will.
something.
Yes, hold on to that idea because that is something you should definitely bring into when we dive into the cards. That
Should
because
be-
there's going to be some that like ask, like a new person comes to the community, who are they and what do they bring and like stuff like
Hmm.
that. Okay.
Okay.
So, just to go over resources one more time before we dive in. Orchards. We have an abundance of like fruit trees. Rice. We have an abundance. Metals, like iron, are a scarcity. They all went into this train. Precious
Love that
metals.
Thought it would take off.
It's doing terribly. Really thought it would do better. Precious metals like gold and silver are in abundance, so we have a very opulent society. Water and hydroelectricity are in abundance. Forests are scarcity, and breathable air is a scarcity. So everyone keep that in mind as we move forward.
I immediately forgot.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
perfect.
there it is.
Yeah. I think it would make sense that there's some air right? Because there's water. So
Yeah.
there's definitely
Yeah.
oxygen,
just
but
just because
I think
it's a
it's just, like,
scarcity
hard to
doesn't mean that
breathe.
there's none. It just
Yeah,
means that
yeah,
it's
yeah.
valued.
It's kind of like
very
we're at
highly.
higher elevation, but we're not.
Totally.
Or even that like it's like when the smog was coming in to California, Chicago, New York and stuff last year, and everyone's like stay inside, and like the sky turned orange. Like that's
Yeah.
where my
Yeah.
brain goes. is
Oh
those-
yeah, yeah,
Cool.
because of the forest fires and stuff.
yeah, like that's where my head goes. Is it's less about like, oh, we're on another planet that there's not really air. It's more of
We got some
shit up.
pollution issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We kept
Like a-
building this damn bullet train.
Like if somebody wishes you well, for example, they can say, "I hope you have a deep breath." Right? Like,
Ooh.
something like that.
Ooh, good.
And it
That
could be one of
took
those
my
things where
breath
people,
away.
Yeah, it could be one of those things where people use it against you, like take a deep breath.
Yeah. Or you're
Depending
such
on
a
the
waste of
tone.
air is like such
Ooh.
a mean thing to say.
God, that's good.
My goodness, look at this. Look at us.
Look at us.
Look at us.
Who would have thought?
Oh, another insult could be like you're worth as much as gold.
Ooh.
Yeah, true.
Ooh.
Yeah, 'cause that's like pennies. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll bet. Like that's golden is an insult. Yeah.
Oh,
That's gonna be so hard to rewire my brain for that.
You don't get a gold star.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
the
If you hand someone a gold
implications.
star, oh my gosh,
God.
Oh,
that is like insult.
Yeah. Stay iron, pony boy.
Yeah. Yeah. Good outsiders reference.
Oh, I understood that.
Oh no.
I understood that reference.
Yeah. Stay golden, pony boy.
I've heard the phrase. Never saw the movie, TV show, band.
So, yeah.
Cool. All right.
Okay, I was pulling the cards in the wrong order, so we don't start with autumn. We start with spring.
Oh well.
We're going
okay.
backwards, and that's okay.
It's fine. Okay, so we are going to start with spring. Okay. A charismatic young girl convinces many to help her with an elaborate scheme. What is it? Who joins her endeavors? Start a project to reflect. Or a charismatic young girl tries to tempt many into sinful or dangerous activity. Why does she do this? How does the community respond?
I mean, the scheme has to be the railroad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does make sense, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
It's the railroad?
I think that
Okay.
explains it.
So we're gonna say that
She wants to go
a
through the mountain, but it doesn't work, and uses up a bunch of resources.
So to save the project, they have it just go in a big circle.
basically,
Yeah.
yeah. So a young girl came from over the mountains and convinced the people of this community to pool all of their iron into the resources to build this train, and then the train was a total disaster.
Okay, what if
Monorail.
the mountains used to be covered in trees, but they had to then go mine in the mountains to get iron, cutting down all the trees, and that's why that there's not as much breathable air.
Yes. Okay. So this is kind of like our starting disaster event of capitalism ruining the land that we've settled.
Mhm.
Okay, this is getting
Amazing.
too real.
Yeah.
It only gets worse from
I
here.
know. Listen.
I gotta tell you.
Yeah, Brandon Lee Mulligan would be so proud of us.
Honestly, yeah.
So who joins her endeavor? Is there a group? The railers, or like
The railers.
So I think
Really,
this
I
is
barely
where
even
we're
know.
gonna have, if everyone wants to roll a d20, whoever has the lowest roll, the community that their character is a part of is gonna be the one that
Oh,
joined this
crap.
endeavor.
Okay.
Janelle, is this a good time
I'll
to use
say
my
it.
giant chunk?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Junk.
This one.
I mean, is anyone gonna be able to beat Hex? Because Hex seems like they roll
Hex, what
something
you got?
real good.
You got a one? Wait, you both got ones?
Oh my
Okay.
god!
So what communities are your characters a part of? Because we're gonna say both of them then were involved in the railroad, and we're gonna have like I'm gonna make another handout that is going to be
Look at my
like
character's
world
details.
notes, just so we have that.
So, with characters, are we doing representations of like the mythological backgrounds, that sort of thing, or
Yes.
Okay.
And I would like to keep it more on the mythological creatures and not necessarily the real world religions or things, because we're creating a new world with these creatures. So just try and kind of keep that in mind a little bit.
So-
If your
so
character's
it's-
a centaur, it's the centaurs,
Yeah.
for example.
Mhm.
Right,
Okay,
rather
got
than
it.
being like Zeus or Poseidon or that's all.
As long I
would
just
be
want
different,
you guys when
exactly.
you're doing this to like think about your character and what they would be, what communities they would be tied to. It doesn't necessarily have to be like you're a centaur, it has to be the centaurs. If you in your character's backstory want to be tied to something else, you can also pull that in. It's just about creating rich lore for everybody's characters.
Gotcha. Rather, okay. So in the regards of Poseidon, Zeus, we're not saying, oh, my people are the Grecians or the Romans. It would be like, yeah, that's kind of the vibe, but we're gonna create something new.
Yeah,
Yes.
like it'd
Yeah.
be the Olympians, for example.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Again, someone
Also,
just
feel
pay the
free to
man.
also like
I
kind of make up
know.
your own stuff too if you want. Like,
Cool.
I want you guys to really use this as like a no rules free, like be as creative as you possibly can.
So
Love it.
what was the thing for mine and Hex?
So you guys need to come up with a community that your character would be tied to be the people who joined the endeavor of this little creepy girl that convinced everyone to destroy the forests and use all the iron to make a railroad.
Which
So
is bizarre because none of that ties into what I had for the idea of my character. So I'm gonna have to think of, because it could be interesting if it was like a faction
Mm,
of mine that broke off.
that's, yeah.
that's like the antithesis, maybe.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
misinterpreted your
Yeah.
views.
Mhm.
Because I'm thinking, because part of mine is like transformation, and I was using moths because of like the symbolism of it, and I could connect that to air, and that could be part of the consequence is the faction that broke off and went and helped and did all this stuff with the railway, was promised something about like flight or something to do with the air, but instead it got polluted.
I love that because it's moths being drawn to a light. I love that a
Yeah.
lot.
To like a
Okay, so
promise.
what do you want to name this faction that broke off, that was drawn to the light?
The butterflies.
Hell yeah.
Ooh. Take that, butterflies.
I think you're so cool.
Think you're so
Yeah.
cool. Moths. It's your turn.
Yeah, I've never heard of a butterfly man, but everyone knows Mothman.
Yeah.
Dang right.
Get wrecked, butterflies.
Have a Mothman that's creeping
Okay.
behind me.
And then
There he
You
is.
do? Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Hex, what community would you like to add to this?
I'm trying to think of something other than uber cliche. I would almost say elves,
Alright.
because it is the it is the first thing that is the most paradoxical in my mind. from
Yeah, no, I like
your-
that. The elves are the ones that destroyed nature. We're starting off different for sure. That's good.
Well,
right.
they're going for knowledge and shit, and it's just
I love the visuals we've already started with butterflies and elves being the downfall of nature. This is very
Charismatic
good.
leaders get away with a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Just like Taylor Swift came over the mountains and tried to build Elon Musk's monorail.
Oh my
I need
God.
to stop drinking when you guys talk.
All right, how long do we think
I'm sorry.
it
You're
took
fine.
for the railway to be created?
5 years.
5 years?
That's really
So
fast
we
for how big
do
that
we
thing-
do. You know what?
50
That's on
years.
me. I should have prefaced it with your options. It's
Yeah.
anywhere from 1 to 6 weeks.
Oh, damn.
That's a 6-weeker.
6 weeks.
Yeah,
Very
it's a
That's
six.
a
It's
six-weeker
a
for
six.
sure.
I guess okay. Technically, in the original the Quiet Year game, this all happens over the span of a year. But we are making a history for a world, so
Mhm.
we'll say it's
History
1 to
happened
6
in
years.
6 weeks.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, we can just turn it
probably.
into
That's a
years.
6 year.
Yeah.
That's a
It's
6-year.
It's a 6-year.
6 years.
6-year project.
We yearn for the mines.
The,
We yearn for the
First-
rails.
the elves yearn for the mines, apparently.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Would
Oh,
would
gosh,
working
that's
on the rail change the butterflies? Like, would their wings fall off? Or would, like, you know what I mean? And then the pattern just grows on their skin instead.
So
So
the
that
way
they're, like, so starkly different. from the two.
we settle that is going to be as we go through the game.
Mhm.
When we get to whoever's turn it is, when that 6 clock down gets
Oh,
to
there's
0,
like a outcome.
that person will describe the consequences
Gotcha,
of the
gotcha,
project.
gotcha. That's cool.
Sticky
Yeah, yeah.
notes.
Love it.
All
Dear
right.
diary, Ross had this really great idea,
And I'm stealing it.
and I'm stealing it. I'm giving credit where credit is due.
This is a Disney show? It sounds exactly like how a Disney episode would start.
No.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
I was gonna say you sound like Volo for a second, but
That too.
okay. Next, the next person up is On. So you're going to pull a card from the deck that says Spring, and I don't know why they're not in the right order, but it's the third one down. And then you're going
Draw.
to drag that card onto the map, and then it should populate.
I did the draw, and I selected 1, and nothing happened.
It's okay, I see it.
Oh,
I
it's
think
there
I've
at the
done-
bottom.
Hold on. Yep, you did it. Good job.
Yes.
Okay. Where does everyone sleep? Who is unhappy with this arrangement and why? Or what natural predators roam this area? Are you safe?
Mm.
Those are two wildly different options.
I'm going with the like. If my brain is drawn to that first one,
All right.
Do it.
Where's everybody sleeping?
I
Who's-
think I did. the
who's
blue
mad
one
about
just
it?
Now. Stop touching. Ooh. Down here by Loch. Like.
No, you're not saying it right. It's
Jacob, do I see it like that? I think I do.
I think I
Roll
said
back
it
the tape.
right.
This is where I've input like you two side by side.
Because they would be close to the, well, there could be like 2 sides of Loch.
Okay.
Um,
So we have
one side
some-
is for like the builders, the ones creating it, and the other side is for the people who decided not to.
Yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense. Like the east is rail side and the west
Yeah.
is like
rail.
We have
Oh, I like that rail
some-
side.
Communities.
Ooh. Look at these non-railers over here.
Okay, wait. So we want the sides to be over here and over here? Where? Wait, sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe I misunderstood.
Yep.
Nope, you nailed it.
Okay, great.
Wait, you railed. No.
Yeah?
You ran. Whoa, yeah.
I have to be careful. Sometimes I don't know what dirty jokes I'm allowed to make or not.
Look, well, I'll just put a content warning for whatever this ends up being. It's fine.
Whatever I end up saying.
Yeah.
Wait, so how do I undo? I made another line accidentally.
Hey, stop making lines.
I go to
We're
move.
doing tally marks at this point.
Okay.
Try to
and
move
then
the screen
these
around.
this is rail side over here. Is that
Rail
This
side
is
is
the
to the
rails.
east.
these?
Perfect.
And those? Okay, and okay, this one we wanted to
Chill,
name
motherfucker.
I should change this. We'll use font. Okay. What did we want to call the community that is not Railside?
We can't call
Oh,
them
no.
railers. Or non-railers.
Docksiders? No.
I was gonna say deep blue, but sure.
Ocean View?
Ocean
It's kinda-
View.
It's kind of lame.
My next one was gonna be Oceanside.
Ocean
But
side?
we're not in the
Oceanside.
ocean.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I mean,
Lake-
over here we have a
Outside.
coast. That could be an ocean.
Right.
Coasters? No. Coasters?
Coasters.
coasters.
Maybe that's what the railsiders call the people to the west.
I don't hate it.
yeah, they call them
Yeah.
Yeah,
coasters.
I don't hate that
That's
either.
cool. Yeah,
Okay, coasters. That's very funny.
but like the actual
Oh.
term would be
The East Coasters and the West Coasters.
Well, it'd be the East Railers
and then
the
the
West
West Coasters.
and the West Coasters. East Coasters.
As somebody from California, I like that reference.
I'm also from California.
Oh wow, amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
I feel like we've talked about this. I don't remember, but
I don't
We
either,
have.
but it sounds familiar.
it does.
I'm in California, but I'm from the Midwest.
Oh, I'm from San Jose.
Oh, nice.
San Diego.
Oh,
Now,
I'm in-
what
I'm in Berkeley.
Oh.
Nice.
sorry, Jenel.
mythology do we want to attribute to the coasters and the rail side?
What mythology?
Yeah, like what kind of mythological creatures do we want to have
I feel like
this
it has to
community?
do with-
Sharks and jets.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Jets?
No, it's
West Side Story.
West Side
The
Story.
No.
Pistons
I was like,
on
that
the
doesn't make any sense.
Janelle's never gonna invite me back to anything. She's gonna be like, why are you here? Go away.
When you're a rail side, you're a rail sider for
I'm
your
trying to think.
life.
Okay, we absolutely
railroading this
can
whole
have
thing.
like a shark
Nice.
humanoid
No.
race.
No, my brain immediately.
Street sharks?
I don't
Street
know what to
sharks?
do about jets
Street
besides like a
sharks.
transformer.
Oh my god. Hold on.
I like the jar of water though, because it's the most like abundant resource.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they're definitely far away from the coast still,
Exactly.
despite, you know,
Yeah.
being called that.
Yeah, but a lake has a coast also.
Yeah.
about
Also,
the-
this here we can actually fix that by just extending this little line. So if the coast,
What
It's
about
here. and then now it's closer.
I love this.
for mythical creatures? I'm just gonna throw out because we have the Loch.
God.
We do the Loch Ness monster.
I thought that was a given.
Nessie
Yeah.
could
Oh,
be
jeez,
there.
I keep slipping almost off my
Nessie.
chair.
Nessie
Yeah.
is the mayor.
Nessie is the
Plesiosaur.
mayor of Loch Side. Well, there's
Okay,
no
so is that
side.
is Nessie with the
The whole
coasters
area is
or
called
rail side?
Lochland.
Lachlan,
Actually,
I love it.
that's probably
Lachlan's
yeah.
great.
Yeah, I love that. That's really
That's
cool.
very good.
I had an idea that my group of people would have been affected by the. I don't know if this is a cause of the rail being made, but the deforestation of it would probably pull them from the mountains to the coast. And
Do you think
but-
they would have settled in the rail side area then?
No, maybe even by closer to the water and like at the delta, at one part of the delta.
Okay.
Of the fifth ruler.
Yeah.
Sure. Go ahead and make a little community then on the map for them. Wherever you think that would go.
And
Now you
they
can draw
would be-
lines.
Yes. They would be the
Permission
people
pass.
of the people of the Phoenix.
Nice.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay,
There's
but
probably
for,
another name, but that's what it'll translate to.
just so that I get this down in the notes, for coasters and railside, right now we have Loch Ness Monsters as one of these factions. What is the other one? Technically it's your turn, so it's on you.
I have ideas for sure. What was the question?
So for the coasters and the rail side, we need to have two different factions here. Right now we have Loch Ness Monsters as one of these communities. What is the other one? Who are the Loch Ness in a disagreement with over sleeping arrangements?
I'm gonna mythological creatures metal.
Ooh, okay.
The people of the Phoenix.
That did come up in my AI overview search.
Ah, get out of here.
Get out of here. I need to see the actual article. Ooh, another cool name would be the Scrappers.
Ooh, I love that.
Ooh.
I like that. Oh, when I searched metal, people were like, metal, not metal.
Yeah.
So that didn't.
Look up alloy.
That's just gonna bring up Horizon Zero Dawn.
Touche.
Or Brandon Sanders.
Poochie.
Let's see. Oh, see if I can say this right. The Pulgasari?
I'm gonna
It's
need you to spell that.
So it's a Korean mythical creature. It's a metal-eating legendary creature. It's Pulgasari.
Okay.
That thing is so cool.
Very cool.
It's like
Could
the
I make a
shape of
suggestion?
Oh
then,
my gosh,
if
yes, please.
We're gonna use the Pulgasari. Then maybe the opposite would be the Naga. So since we're using like Asian
Mhm.
mythology,
Okay.
Pulgasari is Korean, Naga is more Southeast Asian. Or like
Nice.
water serpents.
And that definitely ties into like a Loch Ness Monster type thing. That's perfect. Okay.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Yeah. Loving this.
And the cool thing about Naga is like there's lots of variations. There's half serpent, half human, all serpent, et cetera, et cetera.
Can
Is
the
that kinda
railers?
like in D&D UNT?
Yeah, Wanti would
Oh,
be.
nice.
basically that
Okay.
too. Yeah.
Okay, so then we are establishing that the Naga are the coasters, and that the Pulgasari are the rail side. Which group is upset, and which group is happy?
That depends. Where are we in the midst of the railroad being made?
Yes, the railroad is in the middle of being made right now.
Then if it's in the midst of it being made, then I'm sure the railroaders are the happy ones.
Okay.
Because their thing is being done and being made. Everyone else is starting to feel the effect of the iron and other resources being gone and the pollution.
Got it. All right. Amazing. Our countdown goes down. So this changes from 6 to 5. Ooh, where'd that go? Okay. And then just to keep us going, I'm gonna take out the take an action area because I feel like playing the cards is taking an action. So just to, because we have a lot of people playing, so we're gonna go to the next person, who is
Good, I'm out.
Ross. Did you please pull a card from Spring?
From Spring.
All right.
Someone who arrives.
Taylor Swift.
Or two of the community's younger members get into a fight. What provoked them?
Sorry, I was reading it and then I stopped reading it. So-
You're fine.
Someone who arrives, two members of the community, younger members get into a fight. Who provoked them?
What provoked them?
Oh, what provoked them? Thank you. Someone new arrives. So, funny thing, I'm helping with the world building, but I don't have a character in this. So I am a agent of chaos here.
Hey, that means you just get to do whatever you want, and everyone else has to figure it out.
Yeah. Cool. Then I think what happens is, I don't think it's a someone, it's a bunch of someones.
Okay.
Let's say a new group of people arrive from the ocean and start to cultivate the delta.
Ooh,
And they
I
are
love
the
that.
Sirena. So like Filipino mermaids, essentially.
Yeah. Okay.
Heck
Make
yeah.
a symbol for them on the map, and please
Yeah.
label it for us.
Sure. Let's say I love this thing, so we'll say Serena's reef,
Oh, yeah.
and their symbol is a fish.
And then I think for them to be settling on land from the water, let's give that a timeline. How long do you think it takes for them to move their community to here?
I think they have magic, so they have like a means to do this. I like the idea that they maybe were indigenous to this land, so this like migration onto land and back and forth is natural to them. So maybe just 2 years.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like this
Let's
is
put
this is
a
actually
2-year
their place.
counter.
And all these people have moved in and built a railroad.
2.
I'll make an adjustment to like, so one of the I'll get the exact name of them for you, but there's a type of Filipino mermaid that's like based on a blowfish, so they can
Oh,
kind of
cool.
grow and expand and be spiky and beautiful. But I'll make it the adjustment that their singular tail actually splits into 2, so they can walk on land and swim in the ocean. Pretty easy.
Oh.
Sick. I love that.
Yeah, you get the name.
Okay. The...
I'm giggling at the clackities.
I'd love to know
Yeah.
the name of the keyboard.
Oh, this is a... I know it's high 75. Is it Logitech? Wait a second. It is... It's not Logitech. I know it's called a high 75. I'll message you later the actual name of the board, and then the switches are from B Sun, and they're called Anya, and Anya switches, and then the keycaps are ceramic from Saraky. Okay, so we have these spiky mermaids moving to the delta. And that's going to take 2 weeks.
Yeah. Actually, I'll make an adjustment. They'll still be spiky, but there's a variation that is kind of scorpion fish. I like
Sick.
their
Ooh.
color. Yeah.
Would that be 2 weeks or 2 years? Because
Oh, sorry. Yeah, 2 years. 2 years.
Okay. Just wanted to.
Okay. And you guys should be able to, like, if there's anything you want to change or adjust, the world notes and the resources, you guys should be able to edit as well.
Oh
just
yeah,
so you
there's a
know.
little edit button up there.
Yeah. So feel free
Too much power.
to
Can't
type
do
stuff
it.
in there if you would like. All right. We're going to have this countdown go to 4. And this one is going to go to 1. Oh, nope, not what I want to do. And next up is Hex. Could you please draw a card from Spring?
Okay. And
Okay. What's the most beautiful thing in this area, or what's the most hideous thing in this area?
Sorry, I'm laughing because I thought of something really ridiculous.
I'm open to ideas.
What if there was a giant statue of
Jacob?
someone?
Of me!
The most beautiful thing in
Just-
this area,
Just doing this.
but also not that.
I admit my first thing, of course, with the more like Norse creatures, is like this old oak tree that's been rotted and decimated to shit. That
Hell
used to
yeah.
hold a great amount of life in its boughs and everything, but it's just
That sounds
carved out.
scary and
Okay,
stunning.
where are we putting the tree? This rotted tree.
I would honestly say, probably on the other side over here of the People of the Phoenix.
Okay. Go ahead and draw that on the map.
I like it.
And then we need to come up with a project countdown for this. So is it slowly decaying, and we're saying like maybe how many years it takes till it dies, and there's some catastrophic event that happens with that? Or is there something else you think would be good for the countdown for the tree?
Well, in the mythos, the giant, or like the oak trees and the like ash trees and that sort of thing used to hold a guardian spirit that would bless the area. Unfortunately, my brain escapes me on how to pronounce it. It's Vardir or Verdir,
Okay.
the wardens.
So is the
and
countdown till like they
The
arrive?
warden, essentially.
Oh, is gonna die. Okay.
Mm.
How long do you think we have until the warden dies, the protector of this area?
6 years.
Okay.
Come on.
Go ahead and make a green counter. Put a little. Nope, that's 8.
And
It's fine.
screw it. We resort to mouse.
Yeah.
Okay. And then our counters go down for these other things. Why does this not want to let me edit you? Come on. Really? There we go. Okay, so this goes down to 3. The mermaids over here have finished settling. Oop, that's an on card. And why does this not? Oh my gosh, how many? Oh, just write another 5. It's fine. Okay, so the mermaids are done settling on your turn, Hex. So you get to describe any complications in the area or anything that happens when the mermaids have finished their settlement and fully moved to the delta. What effects does this have in the region?
Sorry, my brain is like, what would happen?
I had an idea too if you wanted to maybe build or
Okay.
I think they would change the coastline.
Ooh.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
either there's more flooding inland, you think?
Yeah, like it would be cool if they just like separated the coast from the rest from all of these like industrial invaders and just kept the coast
okay.
theirs, essentially. So there's like a physical dichotomy between
Are we
everybody else.
are we going to basically make
So they make it an
This-
island?
like this
Yeah.
outer part of the
Yeah.
delta is now way
Yes.
bigger? Okay.
I'll leave it to you
Very
guys to draw
cool.
if you'd like. I'm just gonna
Sure.
figure out. Yeah,
So,
Sick.
so it
we're-
wouldn't be. Yeah, it would still be called Serena's Reef, but it's now an island.
I love that.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
so
So
are
we're kind
we
of just like doing
thinking it'd be something along the lines of like... Oh,
You can even start from like the very top and just like cut a giant. like,
I was
um,
thinking of
croissant.
something like that.
Oh, you want it to go across. Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Here.
Mhm.
Try
Yeah, I
and
was
do
thinking
that
of
in a
too.
different color though, just so we can see the before and after of it though.
Sure.
Like
You can use
the
the black
light blue
'cause
or
that's the
something.
new
Yeah,
black is the new coastline. essentially.
I'll do black. Come on.
And let me make sure that I write that down because that seems important.
Because I was thinking that way it didn't like completely destroy any of the 5 rulers rivers, but
Okay.
Cool.
Very cool. I like
So
that a
then-
lot.
Like there's a new coastline, kind of here. I'll just follow yours,
okay.
and then everything in between is ocean now.
Yeah. Okay. Let's fill that in with blue then.
Okay.
I'll help.
Sure.
Everybody just.
Project.
This is.
Roger.
Look, it doesn't need to be pretty. We'll get
Yeah.
a map artist to to make a good
Ooh.
version of this after the game.
You called?
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
you're-
Jacob,
you
that
are the-
art you made
are the
was
person who's
awesome.
doing it.
Thank you.
Like, holy cow.
Wait, I want to see a map that you did.
He did a very cool skyline that's gonna be
Oh,
part of all the stuff for this game
Hmm.
and all your characters. That came out freaking
Yeah.
awesome, by the way. Sorry, I've been so
Yeah.
busy the last like day and a half, but
Yeah, I've only seen mine, but it's freaking awesome.
Yes,
Okay.
I agree.
I love this.
I have only
It's
seen
like double
Craig's.
toast.
That's not weird at all.
All right.
For the people at home, I have only seen mine.
Next up is Jacob. Could you
That's
please
me.
pull a card? and
Okay.
spin?
I wake up and the moon is gone. What's the reason? I get dressed and I ask the sun to hear me when I cry.
Table Talk is not your typical D&D TTRPG podcast. We are not here to run you through our whole campaign.
We're here to talk about everything else in the space of tabletop roleplay.
I'm your host, Alejandra Wilhelm.
And I'm also your host, Mariah Gresham.
And we're your tabletop roleplay girlies.
You sell dice? I'll take like 10 of them. My budget's set to $50,000, but that is dwindling. Each booth I hit, $200 is a minimum. Bag isn't empty, filled with games, I'm never playing them. I must be Jenny D, all the brand deals that I'm rolling in. You can call me Dr. Meeple, cause I got many men invested in this hobby. Next con, you know I will attend. VIP access badge, cause I influence me. Go cast Wish. You could never ever rock a con like this. Grit like me. Go cast Wish. You could never ever 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 rock a con like this.
Dear Rainier, greetings. I trust this letter finds you in good health and high spirits. Word has reached my keen ears that you are in pursuit of a most intriguing endeavor, venturing into the perilous realms of the Nine Hells. Well, my dear friend, fate has a curious way of bringing like-minded individuals together, for I find myself harboring a new, similar ambition. You see, I have come into possession of a most extraordinary journal, a tome brimming with insights and secrets, concentrating on the Nine Hells, gifted to me by the legendary spell spinner himself, Mordenkainen. After a bit of persuading from dear Elminster, however, as the saying goes, 2 heads are better than 1. And in this case, 2 ruggedly handsome rogues are infinitely better than a solitary researcher. Now, the proposition I lay before you is simple yet profound. Would you be inclined to join forces with me on this daring expedition? I believe that our combined knowledge, skills, and maybe a band of intrepid adventurers could make this journey not only possible, but perhaps even successful. The contents of the journal are as tantalizing as a freshly brewed potion, but I must confess that navigating the treacherous landscapes of the Nine Hells requires more than scholarly acumen. It demands bravery, resourcefulness, and a fellowship forged in the crucible of adversity. Picture it, Rainier. An alliance between 2 indomitable spirits, backed by a
cadre of brave souls drawn to the allure of the unknown. Together we shall unravel the mysteries of the Nine Hells and emerge victorious, our names etched in tomes of history, and sold under my name, of course. I eagerly await your response, and should you agree to embark on this extraordinary journey with me, let us meet at a place of your choosing to discuss the finer details. Yours in anticipation, Volothamp Gadam.
My dearest Volo, long has it been since I've had the pleasure of your letters. A mistake I prayed we would not make again. My past has been weighing on me, and a trip to the hills is a wink from the gods if I ever saw one. Of course, I'll agree to nothing I don't hear proposed with your own tongue, Volo. Traversing a landscape of contracts and legal pitfalls, with a man so eager to sign his name on anything that's offered. That sounds like a crackerjack riot to me. I have recently partnered with 2 agents that shadow me in my adventures. One is a paladin with a capital D, likes to spit in the face of kings, but is also stiff for the rulers. The other is much more dangerous, for she has sway with whomever she meets, and I cannot help but swim in the silver pools of her influence. They should be perfectly suited for going to hell. A place of my choosing. If left to my druthers, I shall always be of a mind to suggest our old haunt. Meet me in the dark vault of Waterdeep, seated in our corner of the Skewered Dragon. Drinks are on you, Renee.
Go. This is your spring card.
Yay, spring. All right, I can read. There's a large body of water on the map. Where is it? Okay, we just basically did that.
Yeah.
There's a giant man-made structure on the map. Where is it? Why is it? Where is it, and why is it abandoned?
Hell yeah. That's fun. Ooh.
So I think we're gonna go based on kind of what the earlier. Oh, do I want to go based on the earlier conversations we were having? That there is a line of the railroad that's trying to go through the mountains that they did have to abandon.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
all right.
Fun.
Yep. That's what we're doing.
They dug too deep.
Too greatly, too deep.
Yeah.
I was gonna make a Lord of the Rings reference, but we all kind of did it there all together.
That's kind of what I was thinking of when
I love it.
We're all in sync, and that's great.
Hell yeah. Cool. So I'm gonna do it in dark red.
Okay.
A maroony color, so that way we know red means no go.
Yeah. Red didn't happen. It was bad.
Okay.
Is there a name for this area?
Ooh. Yeah. I do have one. Hold on. Yep. Cerberon's Gate.
Ooh, good. Okay.
Could it be like Aladdin-esque, where the opening looks like a big dog's mouth?
Well, I was thinking
Cave of
basically
Wonders.
that. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
basically like I was thinking it's actually three.
Three of them?
Yeah, three of them that
yeah.
are coming down, but it's all natural. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
literally, no, this was not carved out.
Totally.
This is just the way it looks.
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
that.
That's awesome.
Ooh, and,
That's so cool.
and those fish people would have a different name for it.
Yes.
What would they call it?
I don't know.
The Ark of Tiburon. So it looks like a shark mouth to them. Yeah,
Nice.
Ross is here.
I'm here.
Right, because like if
that.
they've come and gone once at least, maybe even a couple of times, so like
Yeah.
some of the dungeons would be theirs even.
Mm-hmm. Or at least they're familiar with it. They know to stay away, or they know
Mhm.
to investigate. Yeah.
Love.
They probably have a different
this.
name for the five rulers. You know, all that.
Exactly. Or
Okay.
somehow coincidentally we both came up with the same name.
The same name, yeah. Or like synchronized so that everybody can call it the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
So would we be considered colonizers because we tried to like take the land?
I mean, y'all didn't
Or
know.
are we working together to make it?
I wonder if it
could-
could be. Oh, sorry.
Could start one way and end up another.
Yeah.
Could
Yes.
All depends on
yeah.
how the roles go, so to speak.
Totally.
True.
Maybe there was like a mutual understanding and then a drifting away. Yeah.
Do you want to have any projects or countdowns associated with this tunnel? Because I guess we could say that how many years are they working on it until they decide to abandon it?
I mean, I think it would be less than a year. So we
Okay,
could just
so
say
we'll
one.
put one.
Yeah.
So so that is up to the next person to go then. All right. Next up is Gloria.
Me.
Could you please draw a spring card?
Yeah. I think I did this. I don't know what I'm doing now.
Well,
And then
just-
do I?
You should be able to drag it onto the map.
Oh, okay. I just made it gigantic on my screen. And
Sure.
there.
There you did. You did it. All right.
Oh, gosh. What important and basic tools does the community lack? Or where are you storing your food? Why is this a risky place to store things? Huh. Let me think. Right. So. I think. Well, which community am I talking about? Is this like the whole place?
So, you could do the whole place, or you could create a community that is personal
right.
to your character.
Okay, so my character is essentially a shapeshifter. So I wonder if, well, they're a shapeshifter and also like from fairies, but that's like a whole thing that is a very deep dive into my backstory. I don't know. So where are they storing their food? So the shapeshifters are storing their food near the decaying tree.
Ooh, okay.
And it's risky because, well, maybe everything else around it is going to rot too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like
that.
this.
Maybe it was the safest place before, and now it's
Mhm.
not. Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's so good.
I imagine that her family like lived in the mountains, but because my character is like from Shapeshifters, but is based in the Highlands of Scotland, like that's how I based her. So she would be in the mountainous area. When all the people came over and were basically committing deforestation, I imagine her family all had to move down next to the tree.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
Similar exodus to like the people of the Phoenix.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I do like that the shapeshifters and the phoenix are like now tied in the same area. That's very fun. You go ahead and draw a symbol to represent them and put a little label on there.
Yes.
And then we have to address our countdowns.
Label. What do I label this? Do I just call it the
Shapeshifters or whatever like community name you want it to have.
How do I do this?
Oh my god, the cat is so cute.
I was like, is that a cat?
Yes. How do I add a text box? Oh, there we go.
And then the next thing we need to do, Gloria, because the countdown for the railroad that goes through Cerberon's Gate ends on your turn. So you get to decide, why was the railroad that goes through Cerberon's Gate abandoned? What is it about what they were working on? What did they find or encounter, or what happened that made them abandon the project?
The rail side losers. Just kidding. The rail side losers just kind of got bored. They got so bored and were like, oh, this is taking forever. I don't really want to push for this anymore. So I think we'll just tell them that there was a big scary monster in there chasing us out when actually we're just a little sick of it. Unless it's going against everything that was just said earlier.
So this group invents a monster to be here.
Yeah.
To keep people out because they got lazy. We can also say ran out of resources to build it. I like that a lot. We're building myths.
What if instead of getting lazy, it was also like other vices? Like they started gambling, drinking, like other things that basically like, oh, we don't want to do these things. Like,
so something about the area was corrupting them, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if the people that died are still there?
In the tunnel?
And living. I mean, or they could be dead, they could be alive, like whatever. But like, oh no, we lost 100 people in this mine collapse or whatever. We can't go back ever. Nah, they're just living it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the red light district.
It's their in cave. It's the cave.
The
of
red line
paradise.
district.
The red line district.
There it is. There it is.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
I love it. That's so good.
Wow. Look at us. Everyone, this is amazing. Wow.
We're so
That was
fun.
good. That was good.
I'm so
That was
proud
good.
of us.
All right. Okay.
On, you missed it. There's a...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The thought was that the tunnel through the mountains was abandoned, and the people, they just got bored or found new vices, and instead of, people thought that there was a cave-in and they died, but in fact, like 100 or so folks are still living in the cave. And
I'm gonna put a little icon where that cave would be, if you're okay with that.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Can I draw what the monster looks like?
Yes.
The pretend monster that they made up looks like?
Yeah.
You also should name the pretend monster too.
Oh.
Unless we just want to name it Cerberus, which is also hilarious.
Here, spot.
Maybe. Actually, I'm just gonna draw this. This is what that monster looks like. They've got squiggly
Don't say
arms. Going like...
So Squidward dancing?
Yeah, basically.
The monster, now all I can think of is the inflatable guys at like
Yeah.
car.
Little arm flailing tube man.
They just stuck one of those wiggly dudes from car sales outside this cave and were like, don't go over there.
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
at night, that'd be so terrifying.
That is
You just like
arms,
see a long, elongated arm pop out of nowhere and retreat. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's terrifying.
Amazing.
And really, it's just like Dim and Brandon inside going, "Go do the thing. Don't let them in
Oh.
here."
Sorry, one other thing we gotta do is counter for the food that is going bad. How long do you think we have before the food for this shapeshifter community is gone?
I'm gonna say 2 years.
Okay.
Because maybe they can try and salvage, because I'm imagining they're close by and maybe the rot isn't happening for some time in their area.
Okay. Next up, Craig. Could you please pull a
Awesome.
card from Spring?
Spring, where you at? Here we go. What?
Do we
Are
all
we
just
out of
have trouble
cards?
dragging cards?
Wait.
We're out of cards for Spring.
There we
no,
go.
We're not.
Yay!
We're good. Oh, this
You
is a fun
see
one.
a good omen. What is it? Or you see a bad omen. What is it?
Is it a statue of me going?
You are the wacky
Um,
waving arm flailing inflatable tube man, the cards.
The Red Line District.
The Red Line District.
You see a good omen.
The Red Line, as we call it.
Ooh.
The locals just call it the Red.
See it
Outsiders
red.
call it
The coast
district.
changing has caused like birds and stuff to start circling in the opposite direction.
Ooh.
And people are like, that's weird.
Mm.
So like normally maybe a seagull or something would circle in one way, but now it's the opposite way.
Like the blue steel of flying directions.
Yeah, but also
And we're saying
like-
this is a good omen or a bad
Oh,
omen?
it's a bad omen.
bad omen. Okay.
Do the people of the Phoenix, are they the only ones that recognize it, or is this recognized across like cultures?
That is a great question.
I think some would and some wouldn't. So I think maybe like the Catsíth and the coasters might understand it, but some of the other people wouldn't. And like and the Serena would like probably understand it. Maybe have a slightly different interpretation, but maybe we might both understand it as something bad is happening.
Yeah, maybe the Serena recognize it as great change rather than like bad per se, but like
Ooh,
something
okay.
big is gonna happen. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's just a salesman who's like, did the birds start moving the other direction? Come on down!
To the red line!
Don't let anyone in there!
Oh shit, I mean, don't come this way!
Ignore me. Ignore the. What is it? It's like.
Ignore the man behind the screen!
Ignore the red. It's not blood.
Yeah. That's why it's called the red line.
Yeah.
It's all the blood.
That's why they want you to think it's called the red line.
Right.
Yeah.
But really, someone heard them say wine wrong.
Someone bring the wine.
The line?
The line?
Wine?
The
I
red
will say
line?
if
The red
if,
wine.
if the red line area stays as it is throughout this game, that's clearly where the casinos are going to be in the cyberpunk
yeah.
world.
100%.
My character goes
Under a
all the
mountain,
time.
like
I'm
that's
just
so
gonna say,
cool.
I'm just gonna say right now that's where my character's from.
Same.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
playing
Cool.
it as such.
That's so cool.
Maybe she's not
Alright.
from there. Maybe she likes to go there all the
She
time.
likes to go there all the time.
Mhm.
The
Hell
vice.
Yeah.
We all meet in a casino.
I don't
That
tempt
works.
me. That I yes, I will do that.
And I was like, yes, my
Done
job
broke.
got so much easier.
I want to know when
Look.
our game is.
I lived in Vegas for 10 years. Casinos is a thing I know. Okay. Next. This turn, Craig, the hydroelectric waterfall. Oh, no, wait. Is that just for the railroad? Oh, this is just for the construction of the railroad. Okay, sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The railroad has finished. What are the consequences of this?
A bunch of people are out of jobs.
Sure. Specifically,
However,
the butterflies and the elves, we're saying, are out of jobs.
Yeah, and then also those people are starting little tiny communities along this rail.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
So could you draw some where like these communities would be and label that for the elves and the butterflies, please?
So basically, wherever they stopped working, they're just like, all right, this is my home now.
Yep, this is where
Yeah.
we live.
Yeah,
This is what we do.
I'm just gonna kind of put them at these
Don't do this.
where the
Yeah.
the changes are.
I also do love that we've combined these communities now, and all I can think of are elves with butterfly wings, as which is
Sounds pretty.
mwah.
Until they lose their wings.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Also,
Yeah,
elves
so-
with like
Definitely
melting
my
butterfly
original
wings.
idea.
Yeah.
What to name these communities? Was that a thing too, or no?
Yeah, you can name them. You can name the areas that they're settling in. What is this? What are these communities referred to as?
We can all just take one and name it to help.
Also that, yeah.
Oh yeah,
would
do
be
that.
cool.
That would
Everybody,
be cool.
everybody, make one. Actually, name it and then say like, give it some kind of like descriptive word just for like what that area is known for.
Okay.
Cool.
Can I take the most northern one?
Yeah.
Okay, I just don't want to overlap anyone's text.
If everyone's okay, I'm going to take the one closest to the red line.
Ooh.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, what? What is the guide for naming this part of the community? Because I don't want to I'm just not sure what I'm naming it.
It sounds like it's either the butterflies or the elves have settled in that area.
Ah,
So
okay.
it's like
Or some combo, whatever you want.
one or the other or both. Yeah.
Did you name yours the
okay.
Butterelves?
All right, I
Is
got
that does that say Butterelves?
Yeah.
Gloria, I love you.
Yep, it's just gonna be called that.
Crossing?
Crossing.
It's just gonna be
No,
called Crossing.
Hey, that works.
We'll take this one.
Oh no!
Namer.
I didn't mean to press enter!
Namer, that's a good one.
It says name here. Oh, there we go. I can fix it. Okay.
That's actually
Nope,
hilarious.
name here. Namer. Name here.
Kinda-
What if they just forgot to name it? There's like name here.
Null.
There you go. Namer.
I love it. I love
Yes.
it. Okay.
God damn it.
Creativity.
I love that.
Elithera?
Elithera.
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 Oh,
Atlas.
that
We
mean?
love that.
It is I kind of like wanted to have an elvish sounding like city. My idea is that it's almost like I feel like after like the red line, that closest one being to it, either I want your guys' opinions, but either super religious of like, hey,
Ooh.
don't go down this way, like bad stuff is there, i.e. vice and other stuff, or they're just like, hey, come on in, this is where all the good stuff is.
I would propose combining them as
gosh,
a religious
yes.
front who is then
Yeah.
taking sinners and bringing them to the red line.
Ooh.
Yes.
I like
Yes.
like the details you get about it are depending on who you are.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Would you mind writing that down in the world notes for me? Yeah. If everybody wouldn't mind, I am realizing we're gonna get like a little wordy on here. So on the map, just have the name of your city that we've kind of made, and then in world notes, everybody should be able to edit that and put the name of your little settlement and then a little blurb about it. It's fun. I like this.
So good. World notes.
Why do I have a feeling like over half of our people are gonna be from the area around the red line?
I mean, hey, that makes it way easier for me to be like, why are y'all hanging out?
Because my character would be so into the secrets, subterfuge, and knowledge of the Holy Order of the Iron Nail or something like that. Railroad Spike.
Hell yeah.
And mine being, part of the moths would actually probably not enjoy being over there at all unless they had to.
Because of all the lights.
Because they're ashamed. Now they're drawn to the light, but not this kind of light.
Not that kind.
Shame!
Not red lights.
Ding ding! Shame!
Shame.
Amazing.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
It's the Thieves Guild hiding in the cathedral type thing.
Oh, where did my blurb go?
The call's coming from inside the house.
If we save over,
Yeah, maybe we can take
wonder-
turns. 'Cause I think it's
Oh,
saving
yeah,
that
that
way.
might be a
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah,
Sorry, I didn't
just
think about
finished.
that.
I'm good.
okay, I'll go last.
So essentially, Crossing is like a main town, village, like what have you, that specializes in importing and exporting into the mountains. So this is like the first and last stop for goods.
Heck yeah.
And there might even be like a shortcut between Crossing and Elefira.
Oh yeah.
Either a road or like another rail going that way, or even just a like a business only rail or something.
Yeah, a rail makes sense. Just to it would make crossing super valuable all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is someone writing in the world notes?
I'm writing separately, but if no one's doing it, then I will.
You go
do
ahead.
it. Okay.
Yep.
I'll
I'm
do
gonna
it.
do it.
I'm doing it.
I'm gonna do mine at the end because
Okay.
writing on my phone is hard.
Fair.
Let us know when you're done, Gloria.
In
will
the
do.
meantime, while all that's going on, we are gonna go back to the top of the order. I feel like you guys are doing a good job. I don't need to be pulling cards. I'd rather you guys do it anyways. So we're going to go to summer now with On. Could you please pull a card from summer?
Weather season I hate the most.
Too hot for everything.
It's too hot for everything. Okay. A project finishes early. What led to its early completion? The weather is nice and people can feel the potential all around them. Start a new project.
Ooh. So the projects we have going right now that you could potentially finish early are the cat sheet. Their food is rotting, and the tree is also rotting, and the guardian is going to go kaput soon, which technically those are right now going to end on the same turn, which they're going to end on your turn anyways. I think that's actually the only projects we have right now.
Yep.
Like, yes.
Oh, do we want to put a timeline on the towns?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's put a timeline on the towns.
So I guess the only one is
5 years.
Okay.
I rolled a d6.
Smart.
What a good way of doing it.
I guess technically this one kind of writes itself with the cat shoes though, because the project finishes early because they ran out of food and resources.
All right, yeah. So
Kind of
go
a
ahead and
motivation
describe
drive.
the ramifications and what happens when the food runs out and the guardian dies.
Can you tell me a little bit more about the Guardian?
Yeah, sure. I can also link you to the Wikipedia article.
So I'm mainly curious if reincarnation is possible.
We are right across from the Phoenix people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would 100% go for it. Here's what I've got from Wikipedia, and totally not saying the story that I had before with Hades and Persephone didn't have a warden tree that had like a heartwood that was essentially rescued from the tree and planted again.
I love the idea of like the reincarnation, but probably this might be the first time it happens in their history, so I don't think they would probably know it had happened before.
Okay.
So that could connect with the people of the Phoenix. But how and what would it reincarnate to? Are there who's kind of about the people of the Phoenix? Great.
Me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything in that land or within their personal history that would come as a surprise to them, but also is obvious would be a reincarnated guardian?
Yes, a new tree sprouts out of nowhere. Like there's not a tree in the area.
Okay.
It's all like more bush. And a new one starts growing out of nowhere.
I love that.
And that would probably you can decide where, but it would be on the south side of where it is now for sure.
Yeah.
What kind of tree is it?
Are ash trees all white?
Oh.
Gray?
I think that would be, or like a gray white. That would be kind of cool.
So like a very stark white tree?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
With maybe a
The white dogwood tree.
with what people are over there.
Dogwood trees they're flowering, right?
Looks like it, yeah.
Okay, flowering. So white flowers. And what are we naming this tree?
Catsíth.
All right.
Wait, what?
If anybody
Named
else has
after the
another
people.
idea, I went from Catsíth to
The
Catsíth.
cat key.
Amazing.
Like if anybody else has any other ideas, it's the first thing that came to my mind.
So I mean, if you take the hyphen out of it, it's Cath. So if you add another syllable after Cath,
Cathay.
Catheter.
Catha.
No, I'm not allowed to name it catheter. I will step
You know
in
what?
here.
If the tree blooms next to a cafe and there's just these cats just come all around and it's known as the Cat Cafe.
Oh
Nice.
my god. All right.
Well, they don't know the significance of it,
Janelle
right?
hates us so much right now. She's like, I've released chaos upon
Look,
the world.
Y'all just made the most magnificent reincarnated tree is now a cat cafe. I just want everyone to.
Look, it's just spitballing. Doesn't mean it has to be.
No, it's happening.
Okay.
Also, but we need to make sure no one's petting the cats because I am a cat and that would be weird. So maybe we make it.
That's a really good point.
Like a community center or something, or like a.
That's a good point. We can.
It could just be like it could become like a holy shrine. Maybe not necessarily that it's like holy, but it's important and is a spectacle.
That. Symbolic.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. This could be kind of the opposite of the bad omen that people saw earlier.
So a good omen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
TM.
Hey, there's no S.
That's true.
Is anyone working in the world nodes right now?
It's free.
It's all you.
Okay.
All right. And how long does it take for the cafe to become like a fully established
shrine?
Yeah, like shrine. Like how long does it take for the people to organize here? How many years?
I think it would probably be very quick because if some sort of tree just like with that appearance just comes out of nowhere, that's gonna take hold quick. So I'd say like 2 weeks at most.
Years.
2 years.
So 1 year then.
Yeah.
1 year.
I just thought of something so amazing for my character's backstory to do with this.
Write it down.
Yes.
Write it down.
Yeah, I'm writing it down right now.
Have you all seen the movie A Whisker Away on Netflix? It's kind of like
No, but that sounds
Ghibli-esque.
familiar.
Yeah, so I
Will
just
it
put
make me sad? It looks like it'd make me sad.
kinda.
I'll watch it then.
I put an image in our Discord. They like travel to this like alternate world or kind of beyond the veil, and it's a cat village that's surrounding a big tree. And it just reminded me of like that aesthetic. They essentially just wrap around the tree. So that's what I thought.
In the future, it could lead to something like that.
Totally. Maybe it's like just a few at the beginning.
because right now the tree, it's a little baby.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
It's just a baby.
Yeah, maybe it's growing a little faster than normally, but like not crazy fast.
Right. Yeah,
Next
I
up.
love that.
Ross, it is your turn to pull a card from Summer.
From Summer. Ooh, a project fails.
Ooh.
Which one and why? Or something goes afoul and supplies are ruined. Add a new scarcity. What
That's
projects are
fun.
available? Is
The cat one or the settlements over here?
Ooh, one of the settlements could fail and be a ghost town.
Oh, there's one that's not named.
Settlement do you want to sabotage?
There's one that's not named.
There's two, actually.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh.
Project fails. I would like the decaying project to fail, but I don't know how that could fail.
Right now, it's being established as a holy place. So you can have an event happen that changes the course of it being a shrine and into something else.
No, that's cute. I like that. Okay, let's add a new scarcity.
Okay.
I think.
You can also take one of our abundances and make it a scarcity.
Turn it a scarcity.
If anyone was gonna have this card, it should be you.
Yeah.
As the chaos bringer.
It does feel like the chaos card.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think every settlement's governance becomes a scarcity. So something happens and everybody's having trouble organizing and coming together and kind of working as communities. So that kind of, everybody's in these like tribal cohorts, and I'd love to just mix it around, essentially. So a scarcity is
Leadership?
Leadership. Yeah, maybe leadership. I like that.
Somebody,
Okay.
maybe there's like a dark group trying to take power, so they're getting rid of people in power.
Yeah,
so that
they're
one
adding.
of their people can get put in.
Totally. They're sowing chaos. I like that.
Let's-
Especially now that this
let's add a
project is done,
counter
that
for
this
that.
rail is done.
Yeah.
Okay, so for leadership and this mystery group that is sowing chaos,
Yeah.
how long does it take for them to?
I think it would take a
affect
long
every
time.
community?
There's a lot of established communities at this point, so I think let's say 4 because we haven't used that number yet. And it's a death number.
Very fun.
Oh,
That feels
yeah.
good. Yeah.
And then this countdown goes to
At 4, there's going to be maybe one of the ideas is that it could be civil unrest at 4, and then
and
things change.
then
Mm-hmm.
the holy renovations on the cafe being this place of worship, that concludes on your turn as well, so you get to talk about any ramifications of that or what becomes of it.
So Hex, this was the tree decays, and the warden is gone. But then generally, but the Catsyth are starting to gather around it because something else has grown. Is that
Yes,
the correct
an
situation?
all-white tree, an all-white flowering tree that they have named the cafe has started growing in its place. And
Okay.
now people have congregated around it, and this is a place of worship.
Got it. But then the warden is gone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. I'd love help to name it, but I think a new material that's going to power our cyberpunk future appears. The warden was actually trying to suppress it. That's what it was protecting the world from. But now that they're gone, this material that's super powerful but also like equally dangerous has become maybe an abundance.
Sick.
And I would love help.
People could probably confuse it with other minerals, so it's like a combination of like 2 of them that turns out to be really dangerous, but they don't realize it is.
What if it's something like a heart sap, where basically like they start adding it to alcohol because it's sweet and just like causes people to like give in to their base desires.
Okay.
To the point that it then continues like that civil unrest. That's like what catalysts that even further forward.
Cool, I love it. So let's call it Amber. And then like
yes.
Chef's kiss.
some of it will become food, but then some of it will actually fall into fire and then cause a big explosion, and people are realizing that could be a huge source of energy.
Holy crap.
Or
you're
dissemination
cooking
for
with
the
it.
railroad.
Yeah. So now there's like a couple of thoughts occurring. We can superpower the railroad. Maybe we can create new technology to help us breathe better. Oh, but don't use too much of it because we want to eat it. We want to drink it. It's making us feel good. So there's suddenly like these multiple kind of pulls on this new abundance called Amber.
And
I
like
feel like
the tree was like a plug on the container of amber underneath the earth. Or underneath the ground.
Totally.
I'm just thinking of something like the Gothias tree, but instead it's bleeding like this golden liquid.
Yeah. I wonder where it would show up.
Gloria, what were you gonna say?
This is just doing so much for my character's backstory and fits her story, like who she is so well.
I love this so much.
It's just like if she comes from this place where all of this is happening around her, I can see why she is the way she is now. It's just so interesting.
Oh my
I think it'll
Aren't you
also
glad
be.
you stayed up?
Well, I do need to go to bed soon, but
And then,
No,
50
you
years
don't.
later, when the new tree is like good and like a new guardian is reincarnated, is like, you need to stop. What are you doing?
Yeah, totally. I think that's gonna be such a cool
But then
conflict.
it's been 50 years. They're depending on it. Like,
It could be like 100, so it's a whole generation. Like
totally,
they can't
even
even
better.
imagine a world without Amber. Yeah.
I can't think of anything that equates to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right. Next up is Hex.
We're
Hey.
good at this.
May I go after Hex, please? Because I do need to go to bed soon.
Oh, do you want to go right now?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, because it is
Gloria, you go.
2:17 in the morning in a warehouse in
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Delaware.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
I appreciate you playing with us and being here as long as you
I
can.
really want to stay the entire time, but I can't because
We'll be
I
really
have
bored when
adult
you leave,
responsibilities.
so-
Yes.
I know.
Absolutely.
Won't be
Nothing
bored when I
fun's gonna
leave.
happen.
Who am I gonna say loch to?
Nobody.
totally forgot
You
about
shouldn't
that.
say that to anyone. Is it summer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Summer.
Okay.
Also, leadership goes down 1, by the way.
Oh, yep. Thank you.
And the rail, I think.
The rail towns.
Oh. Someone new arrives. Who are they? Wait, what? That's not what it says at all. Someone new arrives. Who? Why are they in distress? Or someone leaves the community. What are they looking for? I wonder, has anyone not included, like, does anyone feel like their community isn't represented on the map? Because I would love for someone else to bring theirs in.
Done much with mine. I
What?
haven't done much with mine.
Do yours, yeah. So, I mean, let's just say that, yeah, go for it. You're coming in. Why are you in distress? What's happening? What do you need?
Ooh. Oh, sorry. I'm accidentally moving that. This could be where Ross's idea comes into play. That, like, so this is someone new, but people don't recognize this person because their butterfly wings or their moth wings, whatever they had, are now gone. And they've been replaced with like butterfly wing tattoos on their hands.
Ooh.
Wow.
Okay.
And so they're freaking out because their wings are gone.
Sounds familiar.
And they think that like maybe there's some sort of like
Right.
sickness or
Curse.
something going on.
Mhm.
Curse that's going on that's causing them, and the ones that follow the rail side have contracted. That's causing their wings to disappear and instead form into their hands.
Okay.
Does it coincide with Amber appearing?
Ooh, I like that. Yes.
Even
Let's
if they're
do
not
that.
related, like
It just happens to be around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Omens.
oh man,
Omens!
What are the seagulls doing?
the seagulls.
Now they're in a straight line. Ah.
I will
Flying
turn
bees.
this around.
Man, what is this
Amazing.
place?
I know.
Yo, this is gonna be so freaking cool.
Yeah.
I know.
So excited.
How many episodes is this supposed to be? It's clearly not going to be
I think
enough.
I put it down
17.
for 3 or 4. And I gotta double
Yeah,
check.
we're only we're into
We've got 3
2 and a-
episodes.
Yes.
yeah, we're into 2.5 hours and
Anyways.
we're partway through summer.
Mhm.
Oh, we're gonna
checks
end
out.
at 11 no matter where we are. It's just like the
Okay.
the quiet
Eastern.
year like eventually ends in an apocalypse. We don't have to do that.
Totally.
I just
Yeah.
wanted to use
Yeah,
this
we're
game
definitely
system
leaning
to
towards an
establish
apocalypse.
everything
It's
for
amazing.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah,
so good.
quiet year's such a fun game.
I know.
I will say that the first time that I ever like saw anything with this, it was the 100 years backstory for the balance arc
Yep.
Yeah.
in the Adventure Zone.
That is
That was my
also where
intro.
I saw it for the first time and started playing it
Mhm.
all the time for
So
I use it
World building all the time.
yeah, I use it for like by myself for world building. It's very useful.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So good.
Okay. Do you want to make... Or where is this community of... These are the rail side people, are the ones that are losing the wings? Because that's also where the Naga are, so...
Naga
Right?
are the coasters.
Oh, I'm sorry. So the
Fulgastry.
world notes. The Polgasari are the ones that are on rail side. So then, are you saying it's the people at Far Sidhi? Because that's closest to there?
Farshi.
Okay. To be fair,
Accidentally close.
there is no way for me to know that is
Oh
pronounced
yeah,
she.
no, it's
It's like
the
it looks
first thing I
Gaelic.
thought of was far side, but it's
Yeah.
I looked it up and
Farsi.
went, oh yeah, she, because Banshee.
Yeah, I like that being the location.
Okay, let me write that down. So I've got the info.
That's
Woohoo! I helped.
because it's at such a cool point. That-
Okay,
I love that.
next is...
Oh, I should probably go to bed.
Go to
okay.
bed.
Good
Bye,
night.
Gloria.
Gloria.
Bye. Thank you.
Love you.
I had a
can't
great
wait to see
time.
what happens. I had a great time with you all too. Thank you so much.
Bye.
See ya. Great.
All right, is everybody ready to jump back in?
Let's do it.
Okay. I believe up next, because Gloria just went, so it is Hex.
All right. Let's see. Summer.
Would the timers go down?
Yes, sorry. Let me take care of that.
Ross is on top of this.
I
So
greatly
true.
appreciate it that someone is holding me accountable.
Okay. A contingent within the community demand to be heard. Who are they? What are they asking for? Or a contingent within the community have acted on their frustrations. What have they damaged? And why did they damage it? Is it permanent?
I'm sorry, but now that she's gone, my creativity went with her.
No, come back! Come back!
Get back here!
Come back, creativity! Come back!
Reel it
I'll never let go, creativity! I'll never let go!
in.
Jack sinking into the water.
Yeah.
Him sinking in saying, "There's room on the door."
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. I do think that probably the long stretch of track here, somewhere in that area, probably went kaboom.
Okay, between Farshi and Atlas, or between Atlas and how do you pronounce it again? Elithria?
Yep.
Elithria.
Eltheria.
Eltheria.
Let's do between Atlas and Eltheria.
Okay.
Because if I remember from reading notes, Atlas is more of a brutalist, carved into the rock and everything settlement, and they probably heard about the Red Line, and they don't want anyone getting actually tempted down there.
Okay, so the people of Atlas are exploding the railroad.
So now if they want to get there, they have to go like all the way around or cross at
Or
crossing.
through crossing, and now crossing is like
Amazing.
even more important of a settlement. Yeah.
No, but then
Okay.
wouldn't somebody make a crossing between Atlas and this other unnamed one too, probably, to get it even faster?
That makes
But
sense.
that might be down the road.
Yeah.
That could be the
see.
project that we start from this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How long do we think
and then
this project is
Farshi and
going to take?
Namer get diminished a little bit because of the routes and not as many people are going. Oh my.
Yep. Farshi really does become the far side.
How long do you want for this project for the new crossing here?
Let's go for let's go for 4 with this one, because the settlements are like finalizing in the next 2 rounds, or 1 round, and it would take them only a little bit of knowing what's populating everything to realize we don't want our youngins there.
Okay.
Probably taking 4 years due to sabotage and lack of leadership.
Exactly.
Oh man, we're so cool.
Next up
We're so
is Jacob.
Yes.
Could you please pull a card from Summer?
Would you pull a card for Summer? Would you pull a card for me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Where are my balls, Summer?
Wait, what?
I don't remember what show it's from.
Rick and Morty.
Rick and
Yeah.
Morty.
It is
Yeah.
the only scene that I think I've ever actually watched.
Here we go.
Yeah.
The robot dog.
Ooh, it's Summer's a time. Wait, no.
Where it's like Morgan Freeman voice.
Oh, okay. I that's the right one. Food production, right?
Yes.
Cool. So summer is a time for production and tending to the earth. Start a project related to food production. Summer's a time for conquest and the gathering of might. Start a project related to military readiness and conquest. Well, listen, you set it up. Atlas has blown up that section. Now a new section is being built. They're going to try and like become the military center of the the route, and is basically going to try and, are they holy people? Like truly holy people?
So they knew about the other holy front and blew it up, and now they're like, oh, I love this.
Oh, we're the true mountaintop. essentially.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yep.
How long is this gonna take for them to create this holy army?
I think this is going to be a long one. I think this is going to be, we're going to do 5 years.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to take as long as I think we're going to say 5 years.
Would they use Amber as part of their fighting force, or would they like stay away from it and be?
I don't think they'd use it at all. I think that they would be like, they'd be purists.
Yeah.
Okay.
Were they the ones that blew up the rail? Or maybe it was like a subsection of them.
Probably a subsection,
that went super far, and they'll use Amber.
They'll use whatever it means.
But the main people won't, maybe.
Yeah.
Do we want to come up with a name for these, for the people of Atlas? What is this religion, or?
We're gonna call them. Okay, because Atlas is the one who's holding the earth on his back.
Yes.
We are gonna call them.
Flat Earthers.
Wait, which one?
Flat Earthers.
You got me.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say Church of Pine, so.
Oh god, I hate this so much, but I feel like no. We're gonna do with the Fist of Balance.
Ooh, okay.
That's cooler for sure.
That is much more thematically appropriate.
And they're.
But deep down, we all know they're flat earthers.
And the violent subsect that blew up the railroad is who?
Maybe that's the violent subsect. Right?
Oh
That-
yeah,
that's the
maybe
route, right?
maybe the Fist of Balance.
Or
is the
like
violent-
no, or the Amber Hand.
Oh, the amber hand
Done.
is the
Fucking
subsect. Yeah, I
good.
like
Done.
that. That's so
Yep.
cool.
Okay. Love, love, love.
Oh my gosh, it's incredible.
This is so much better than me trying to world build, y'all, because group-wise, we come up with such better names, and I can't name for shit when I...
FantasyNameGenerator.com.
Yeah.
Sponsor us.
I do love the idea
Google
that
Translate.
Google Translate is
Google
huge.
Translate's
Yeah,
a
that's
good
a
one.
good one.
All right. 2 things conclude on this turn as well.
Shit. Okay.
All of the settlements have now been built
Okay.
officially.
Okay.
How does that affect the area? And secondly, our leadership countdown. What is this group that has infiltrated all of the governance?
Yeah, so I think hold on. I think the group that has we're gonna start with the group that's infiltrated. We're gonna call them Triferians.
Okay.
They fear the number
Wait,
3.
they did the infiltrating, or they got infiltrated?
Oh, yeah, which one would it be?
Well, we were
Mike
saying
is
that
in
it
the
was going to
wrong
affect
place.
every single like subgroup on the map.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this group is the one that did the infiltrating.
That's
Yeah.
infiltrating and
Yeah.
destabilizing.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right.
What is
my
their
voice might
goal?
be better now.
I think
Mike
their
wasn't there supposed
I
to
think
be.
their goal is to
Or is it just incite chaos?
Can I make a suggestion?
please.
They're part of Atlas. Like the whole point is destabilize, and then they come up as a new power of like,
Yeah.
control.
We are the
order.
ones who bring balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the future, like
in the try. Yep.
So glad you guys have created our evil corporation for the
Yeah.
cyberpunk city.
and in the future, Atlas is like the downtown center of
Fuck
this
yeah.
huge
The
sprawling
evil
metropolis.
corporation.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's literally looking
Hey
down.
Jacob,
on
I'm
us,
gonna
so-
need you to
Yeah.
add a guy holding the world up on top of that pyramid in your
Done.
cityscape.
Done.
Just sitting there, just like drawing.
No, fist. Fists.
Oh, it's just like above
Or-
the
yeah.
earth on a fist.
Yeah.
we need something in there that is gonna.
Where do you think people get fist bump from?
represent this. Oh my fucking god! Like in
second.
the business people in this future,
They
do
don't shake
fist
hands.
bumps.
Shake hands, they
Bump
just bump.
fists. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
And
if
I
someone's-
love it
Oh,
so much.
and if you're doing well, you get an iron fist, and if you're doing poorly,
You get a
golden star.
Get fist. No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gold star.
you get the
What were you
gold.
saying? What were you saying, On?
Something about, fists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Punched.
yeah,
You
you
get
get punched. And then
boy.
And
the
the
other
gold
thing is
star.
the
gold star, yeah.
the leadership thing happened, and then the cities, and I think it's just going to be cities get made, but like I think the issue is Atlas is Craig thought of something.
We saw
Craig,
an idea.
Yeah.
Atlas is causing a little bit of mayhem in all these places so that they turn to Atlas to unite them.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that kind of thing.
And maybe some people know and some people don't in the
And-
organization.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Could
Some
be,
people are called crazy because they know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What groups? Let's pick 1 or 2 groups that know what's up. Who do we think they are? In what we've built so far.
Like who are against it?
Yes. Who are our rebels in this situation?
Is this how like Serena's Reef and like maybe the Coasters and 1 or 2 other people like get like make up and see eye to eye together after a while?
So we're gonna say the people who know what's up with Atlas are gonna maybe retreat to Sirena's Reef.
Yeah, it becomes a bit
That's
of a
gonna be
haven.
our sanctuary away from
That's
the
cool.
Yeah,
I think
I
that
like
should
that.
I think that should be one. I think the other should be the red line.
Yes,
Yeah.
In like a
absolutely.
completely twisted like
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Absolutely.
This
Yeah.
is not a no.
Yeah.
This is going, yes, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, the way we have it established right now is if Atlas is like the main governing body, the main like corporation
The red line
that
does
we have
the
that's
dirty
like,
work for Atlas.
The red line is the underbelly that's like
Seedy
subcutting.
underbelly.
So they're the ones who deal with the production of Amber then.
Yeah.
Which
then-
is also why it might be called the red line, the blood from the initial, but amber, when it's like enough of it, looks a little reddish.
Oh, it goes red.
Hell yeah.
Could
Oh,
even
that's
just
so
like say
cool.
it turns red like
Yes.
blood or something
Yeah.
when it gets
Yeah.
used.
I mean, it's our world. It can be.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
And then I feel like
this.
if the red line people also are do they know that Atlas is doing something bad, or are they working with Atlas?
They're not
Depends
working
on the
with them. We're
person.
saying that they know what's up and are
Okay, so then
Yeah.
sometimes the people that go to Serena's Reef, like those people would probably sometimes work together with the red line people.
yeah, absolutely.
If something, I don't know.
I imagine some of the workers within the red line are like coal miners, where there's like, I know that the corporation that I work for is evil and bad, but they're paying me, so like, can I actually do anything about it?
All right. Next up is Craig.
Summer.
Yes.
Where are you at? Just
I believe it's the last one.
Come on. There we go. No, not that one. There we go. Outsiders arrive in the area. Why are they a threat? How are they vulnerable? Or outsiders arrive in the area. How many? How are they greeted? Okay. So we have Atlas rises up. We have a migration of coasters and Phoenix, and they go to Serena's Reef. What would shake this up? More people from over the mountain?
Sure.
Like
Bring in a completely
our-
new mythical faction.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Our descendants, or like, cause like we came over, like, or like the myth was like we came over from the mountain.
Mhm.
So like,
So who are the original people?
and it's like happening again.
Mhm.
And then so like last time we found nothing, this time they're finding this.
A lot of chaos. Significant amount of chaos.
Yeah. And so what are they gonna do? They're gonna look for whoever is in power. They're
Which
gonna
is
go
Atlas.
to Atlas and they're gonna be a threat. And it's gonna make Atlas double down harder on trying to control the region. And they might even try to like silence the envoy so even nobody knows that it happened, but little do they know that they sent multiple people. So Serena's Reefs, some of the other like communities might have also gotten an envoy from these people over the mountain.
Okay.
But because communication isn't instant, Atlas thinks
So did Atlas try to wipe out this new group of settlers that they saw as a threat? And we're saying that there are some scattered survivors?
Yes.
Yeah, that feels
Alright.
cool.
What are we calling these people?
And what are they? Like,
And what are they?
mythologically?
What kind of mythical faction do you want to make here?
I feel like they would kind of be like old school almost, not adapted to the technology.
Mhm.
And they could kind of have like an endearing code name like had a name and now it's gone. Like the beloved or something like that. Something endearing and hopeful.
Mm-hmm.
Bright eyes.
Bright eyes is a good one. Because they actually have hope in their eyes.
Are
like
they,
that.
are
They
they
could be
mushroom
just, like-
folk?
Yes.
Like not they don't have to be small ones. They could be like life size, like 5-6 feet, like normal size people, but like they're hopeful, you know.
Mhm.
And then they come over here and
Oh boy.
My first thought was the ones from Baldur's Gate.
Mhm.
oh
I do
yeah,
love,
they were
I love
great.
my Mycenides. What do you want to name them?
Cordyceps. Just kidding, don't do that.
I don't even know what that is, but it sounded cool.
It's from The Last of Us.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
it's
that's
Clickers.
that's the we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
not.
that's the
we
Copyright.
just introduced zombies into this. Oh Christ!
yeah, that's the zombie fungus.
I mean, look, we can. It's
Um,
gonna change what I thought the game was gonna be.
What are
Do you,
these?
do you want them to be
people called?
fancy, or do you want them to be like not a little bit more earthy? So there's a type of mushroom called chanterelles. So they could be like very fancy. You know, like we think of mushroom people like.
Well, they're all gonna have French accents.
But they could be like super elegant and with great
Would
frills.
be the French.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm,
Or
mhm,
they could be like
mhm.
moral mushrooms, and they're just like
Oh.
squat.
Morals.
And they
Hold
they
on.
appear after fire, right? Like so that feels pretty.
First group are the fancy ones,
Okay.
and they come over first for some democracy, but they don't tell us that they're also sending soldiers after a certain amount of time, no matter what happens. And there are those little,
Oh.
whatever what was the second group
the
you
moral.
said? Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
about to say, did you grow up in the Midwest?
Yes.
Moral hunting was the big thing with my grandparents. Going out to like creek beds and that sort of thing, and going and looking for them.
Yeah. It would be neat to have like different types, but I think
Mhm.
those two would be really cool. Like
Yeah.
this beautiful, fancy. Like I like the idea that mushroom folk are elegant, and
Yeah.
you know, that's really cool.
Also a little squat
And then some of them are
dimpled.
like,
Yeah, they're all, yeah, exactly.
Should've-
Squat, dimpled, look like they've been hit one too many times with a golf ball.
Yes.
You should have
but
one
they
group.
will fuck you up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There should be one group just called like the Truffs.
The troughs. Yeah. Yeah.
Like truffles.
I like it. Yeah.
Big fan.
Oh, I got that.
That's gonna be a
Instead of like
family
the,
name.
So
the
cute.
seals, or like they're the
Yeah.
troughs. Yeah.
They're the
like the green
troughs.
berets, kind of. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, so the
This is
diplomats
turning into
get sent
Peaky Blinders.
first,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then,
Yeah,
then
that
the
makes sense.
soldiers come, and so the different communities kind of have different information because of Atlas and everything.
The
Okay.
fancy ones have French accents. The morals have Irish.
Yeah. They're the
Yeah.
Peaky Blinders.
And the-
This is gonna be
Mhm.
so
And the
easy
truffs.
for me to.
They wear like
GM.
the waistcoats.
Yeah.
The Truffs are like New England, like
Oh,
Jersey.
I feel like yeah, they
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like
They have
rumble,
like the
Old
"Hoorah!"
Sailor.
yeah. They have like the newsboy
was
caps.
I was thinking Pinkertons for some reason.
Same vibe, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Oh my God,
Next up, back to the top of the initiative order. It is on.
Yeah.
And we're gonna skip autumn and go straight to winter just because we're running to the
favorite.
end
Love it.
of
Yeah,
this. So go ahead and draw a card from winter, which is the second group. Never mind, we ended the game.
Game ends.
We win.
All right.
Nice.
Look at
So this
that.
is what we're gonna do.
Projects?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, essentially, yeah,
Uh,
these are all the projects
this
that are
is the-
happening.
Yeah, on. So you gotta close out what happened to the last of these projects.
And the mushroom folk, was there a project
that would
associated?
have a number of years because I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like the diplomats come in like 4 years, and then the soldiers and the Truffs come in like 6 years. 2
Yeah.
years after that.
So maybe
Wonder if
6.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna call them the fancy ones because that's the only thing I can think of.
Chanterelle. Yeah.
The
They
Shanti
could come with
boys.
a prophecy too.
right, lay it on.
Totally.
Prophecy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that could be the result of that project. Yeah.
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 It feels Game of Thronesy, but it like the card does remind me of like almost like a permafrost.
So the
An
prophecy
endless
is
winter.
the permafrost is coming.
Not when it's phrased like that. Ooh, this could have layers of meaning because it could freeze them in time, and it could potentially like freeze. Well, I guess it kind of all comes down to like freezing them in time, because it doesn't have to be like an actual winter, but there is some sort of, actually it could be some sort of like okay, words. So Atlas is or could be infiltrated and taken down potentially from the inside by a group, whether it's the Morals or, you know, this new group or an existing one that is yet to be revealed, takes them down, and therefore all of their minds and their production of moving the whole country forward is gone.
Okay.
But
Like, you
are
took down
really-
the evil, but
Are you really able to take down Atlas, though? I mean,
exactly.
Well, this is the
Atlas.
prophecy, right? So
Yeah.
Right.
I love that you're
So
writing
who
a
knows?
prophecy about what your characters are going to do. This is
Are
very
we
good
the
for me.
prophecy?
This,
Yeah, I
this
was
writes
just
itself.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
That's why I said not yet to be revealed. Like, we don't know yet, because
this is perfect. Okay.
So good.
and now I'm hungry.
For mushrooms?
That
Apparently.
is going to be the end of our game. This is where we're
Oh
going to
my
leave it. This is very exciting. I feel like this was a super productive world building experience. I
Yeah.
hope you guys
Yes.
all had fun. We are going to go around and everybody can plug what they have coming up. All right. So, could you please introduce yourself again and let us know what you have going on?
Sure. My name is also known as Aundawyn, and I am a director over at Roll D5. That's ROLED5, where we specialize in playing indie TTRPGs. And this month, November, is Sagas month, and we will be playing a whole bunch of different games. It'll have passed already, but I will have GM'd Oops All Lemons.
Oh my god.
That's gonna be a fun game. I don't know. It's the first right now.
Is
And,
Mika playing every character?
I'll check in with you guys when this airs if I did well or not. And then on the 11th we have space horror. On the 21st we have poetry, and then GM Justin has graciously accepted the challenge of GMing a cozy game, which is on November 27th.
Nice.
And my stuff is sprinkled around here and there, but I mostly am focused on my channel. That's it.
Nice.
Find me everywhere as Aundawyn. Mostly threads.
Okay. Next up, Ross, could you please introduce yourself and
Yeah.
plug?
Gotcha. Hello, my name is Ross. I'm the GM, co-host, and editor at Blades of Mayari. We are a Filipino-Canadian-led actual play podcast inspired by pre-colonial Filipino mythology. You can find us anywhere you listen to your podcasts, or on social media at Blades of Mayari, Mayari. Personally, I will be guesting on Game Master Monday in a mini-series called Hell Whalers. So if you're into Christian religious horror, that is the place to go. I play Deacon Ernesto Alon, the Pious. The game is essentially a crew in hell hunting a whale to find salvation.
That's so cool.
That is
Great concept.
where you can find me.
Sold.
Just pay the man. Come on.
All right. Next up, Hax, could you please introduce yourself and tell us what you got going on?
I am Hax of Cryptic Crits. I make, dice and soon-to-be dice accessories. I'm gearing up for a November drop, and if you want to check out what I'm working on, you can follow me practically anywhere at Cryptic Crits.
Very nice. Jacob, can you please introduce yourself and tell us what you got going on?
Yeah, so my name's Jacob. I'm a professional game master, cosplayer, and digital artist. I'm the one who I made all the art for this fantastic show, character
And
art,
it's amazing.
the cityscape.
We're so thankful.
Love just here to have a good time. I always like to say I don't decide what I do. My hyperfixation does. And you can find me all over the place. So you can find me at I'm on Instagram, Threads, Twitch, TikTok at JRShoreLunch. That's JRSCHOR Lunch. And you can find me over on Winter's Tales with Castleton as I play Duke Troilus Ilex Gladius, who's just trying to make it in his life and find love and not fuck everything up. So that's me, and I'm excited for this adventure.
And finally, Craig, could you please introduce yourself and tell us what you got going on?
Hello, I'm Craig. You might know me as Craig of Inspiration. I have a D&D blog, pointsofinspiration.com. You can find me on a bunch of social media as Craig of Inspiration. Post all the time. And you can also find me in Castleton as Azarin Kazarit, the last living heir to the fallen kingdom of Erythia.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Oh wait, we need to Gloria.
Oh, everybody, go follow Glowpinksta. Gloria is an amazing content creator and TTRPG player. She plays my sister in Castleton, Desta Armadeum, and she also just started a channel called Charm Party on YouTube that is super fun, and you should all go check out.
Nice. All right. See ya.
Now, good night.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.